It's definitely something. So again, I'm gonna start this call, restart it because I just started the recording. So again, it's your boy Suave Flex coming to you live, 9 p.m. every Sunday. It's January 18th. We've been doing this for almost a whole year, baby. All right, let's get it. So we're talking TSQ, okay? 4 hour trend. I got a student here with me live in person, okay? So I want to be very clear. If you don't know what these orange lines are, that's okay. These are going to be our quarter levels. I'm going to talk to y'all like I don't like I just met y'all, okay? And just understand that I want you guys to understand. And if you do understand it, perfect. Then use the strategy. You guys paid a one-time access. That's it. We're here to teach you guys so you guys could take it and run with it. Like my brother Edgar right here. Youngster, getting it in, calling out his own TSQ trades. All right? Made $200 off the rip this morning, off the wake up. That's as we like to say, off the wake up, man. So when you're looking at TSQ, okay, you could see where I had called a trade earlier today. If you're in the Discord, if you're in the chat, all right, if you're in the chat, iPhone chat, if you're in the Discord, if you're in the Splash Bros Instagram chat, you know exactly what I called out. Did I expect for this guy to jump almost 500 pips? Hell no. Okay, market open 500 pips, y'all. 500 pips. So with this quarter level, what I mean is it essentially jumped from $4,600 to 4650. Okay, that's only $50 essentially. Essentially, that's $50. Yes, it just went up $50. In our world, it went up 500 pips. Okay, so if you were in the trades like Danny, where you got in a point zero 0.01, you could see the screenshots. A point zero 0.01, you would have essentially made $50. Okay, if you went in with a point 0.10, what I went in, you would have made $500. Okay, unfortunately, I didn't get to make that. I don't know why I got swept out. 800 pips. Yeah, no, it went 800 pips. No, I'm saying like from market open. I understand though, Joe. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But yeah, essentially, yeah, it went up 800 pips. It shot up. Market open was 500, but it shot up an extra 250. Then right here, we're at 800. Okay, so that's a lot of pips from market open. So what can we expect, guys? We know that the trend is what? Up. We know that trend is up. Okay. So that's on a 4 hour. We know that the trend is up. Okay. Fire trade, fire call out. Again, I didn't expect for this bad boy to jump almost 500 pips market open. Okay. This thing just, and it even skyrocketed more. It's like you could have still got in. It would have been a valid entry off of what we teach. Again, TSQ. This is where Edgar got in. He got in on the retest. So let's go to the lower time frames now. So you're talking, yo, Suave, what do you, okay, I get it, TSQ. So the re-entry. The re-entry would have been what I think Edgar got in at 55. I think he just hopped in at this. He just hopped in and just started riding it. So, which is cool. We ended up calling a trade at this level right here a couple hours ago. All right, not even a couple hours ago. Right before, yeah, right. Not even that long ago we called the trade, y'all. And it shot up. Touched this level right here and just shot up already. You would have made that TP. You would have made, yeah, look, exactly, 4657. I got Danny showing me his entry because I told him he got to my crib. I said buy gold right now. And he made profit. Okay. So catching this re-entry on this retest would have been right here. Would have been perfect. That would have been what, 1900? Would have been perfect right there. Six. Yeah. About seven. Yeah, about 7 p.m. Eight. Boom. Got in. Then nine. Yeah. We just started a new hour candle. So like right now, we're above 4650 and we teach trend. So trend is up. We see right now a little bit of consolidation. I don't see no movement right now. I'm gonna be real. Like let's be for real. Let's see some breaks. Let's see some breakouts right here. Even a retest, even a retest back to the quarter level, we could even say, but it could even come back to this quarter level, or it could go below to this quarter level and then shoot up. Okay, guys, I don't want y'all to be confused on this, so I'm gonna delete all this right here. And I'm talking, I want to see break of structure. So if we go to these lower time frames, you can see again consolidation. We don't really see the movement that we want. Like you could catch pips, like you could catch 55 to 65, and it's just probably going to be bouncing in this area right now. For right now. Again, market just opened for 500 pips. Not only that, tomorrow is a holiday, MLK. Markets aren't open. Joe said it in the chat. Market makers aren't going to be awake tomorrow. New York open. They're enjoying the day off. Banks are closed. So we might even see the market close tonight, actually, at 11 or something like that. 11, 2 a.m., something kind of close early. And it could even still be open. I got to get familiar with that. That I haven't gotten familiar with yet, which is cool because it's a brand new year. We know what happened on New Year's Day, Christmas Day, the ending of last quarter. Now we're in a new quarter. So new quarter would be I'm gonna say April, honestly. April would be the new quarter, start of a new quarter. But right here, we're focused on consolidation. I really don't see any movement. Again, I want to see some break of structure above this area. I'm pretty sure Joe can agree with me on that. But like if we see breaks above this, get that retest, which we could probably get during London. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Because London ain't closed. London's gonna be open. And it could
Yeah, it might close, but
yeah.
go to the 4 hours, zoom out a little bit. How you started the call, and just look. You gave the trade, right?
You know,
You gave the trade. So explain to him how you gave the trade, how you put your stop loss, and why you put your target so high.
Oh, I just knew market open. I told you guys, if you guys seen that video in the chat, you guys, again, quarter level, we're talking TSQ trend broke out. Even if it broke 4,600 and it stayed in this area, we would have wanted to see a retest and then still shoot up to 46.25. My stop loss, I don't even think, here, what did I have my stop loss at? Yeah, 80 pips. 80 pips stop loss from right there. Damn. 80 pips stop loss. So not even 100 pip stop loss to make almost 500 pips, 800 pips at that because of how it shot up so heavy.
Okay, and what you guys, all our students have to realize, right? Edgar hit me up and he said, "Hey, are we going down? Are we going up? What's the deal, bro? What's the deal, Poppy? Tell me, Daddy,
No,
please." Right?
I did not
So
ask you like that, bro. I did not ask you like that. But
my bad. It
but
was
yeah, I feel
similar.
you.
My bad. It was similar. It was similar. He said, "Poppy, which way is it going, Poppy?" I said, "Look, bro, you see that rejection on the 4 hour? If that would have held and it would have closed red all the way down there, that would have been considered a break of support. And then we would have been looking for retest TSQ for reversals to continue for continuation. My bad, not reversals, continuation to continue down. The fact that it wick so hard on Friday, that lets you know on Friday you missed a potential setup for a buy, and now you need to wait on your hands for the next setup. That's what that means. When you guys come back to the market and you see a big ass wick like that, I knew it was going up. I called the same buy for for our new student Camila on a call we did Friday, and I said you could see it climb the stairs up these next quarter levels. But like Suave said too, I didn't know it would shoot up like that. I thought it would happen, but I thought it might take till Tuesday to climb up like that. It took literally 2 minutes at market open. So that's something that's dramatic and it's not typical, but the more experienced you get, the more used you get to seeing these few moves that happen throughout the year that are just so dramatic. But this happens weekly. So CJ called that quarter level. I called the quarter level and I knew the momentum. Look at that wick on the 4 hour, guys. We go to the 4 hour to find our support and find our resistance and see what our bias is. This is a buy bias, but okay, that's the 4 hour, a huge wick. Go to the 5 minute real quick, CJ, right there where you just put the circle, and zoom out so they can see the tweezers that's created. You guys see that pair of tweezers? That's how I knew I missed a good ass setup. Now,
There.
Now I missed the setup. You can make the circle smaller at the pinpoint now. Now we as a collective, as a chat, all missed this setup Friday morning. I don't know if anyone else got in it. Not all of us, but I'm saying none of the educators gave you guys a buy a buy call, which they weren't supposed to because at the time it was trending down from the all-time high. So TSQ was headed down. So the only way you could catch this is if you're either in a scanner, you get a call from one of your mentors, or you're just taking a risk. You wake up like I did the other morning. I woke up at a Friday or some other morning, maybe last week, and I sent out a trade. The last time it was at the 75 area and it went up 600 pips. I sent a trade at 1240 off the wake up and it shot up 600 pips.
Mhm.
Literally, I just woke up seeing, oh shit. If I would have woke up Friday morning and seen how low it was, me personally, me knowing what gold could do, I might take the lowest risk down there possible, swing it for 200 pips and see what happens if it reacts.
Boom.
As you get more experience, you'll be able to do that with, it's pretty much predicting, it's not reacting, it's not letting the trade set up for you, it's predicting the reversal. But with gold, we have the overall bias right now of buys. So guess what? The reason why we've only been calling buys to the chat after every big drop off, sell off is because we know gold is in demand right now. As a trend trader, you guys have to take advantage and capitalize on this bullish momentum that we have because it will not always be that way. So with Trump right now, last year it was on easy mode. It just started trending up and we started catching buys. This year is continuing bullish, so we need to stick with the trend and keep riding buys. We let it pull back and then we buy up. But the idea is that Friday, once I woke up and I seen the rejection all the way, once I seen how deep it sold off, let's say I looked at the charts at 12 p.m. on Friday, once I seen it shot back up, I said, "Oh, that was it." I knew that was it. And I even told myself, fuck, I should take a buy at market close because I think it'll shoot up or it'll just be a buy going into the next week. The only reason why I didn't do it is because me telling myself that I knew it was gambling, and that's not trading. It was a gamble. It was me trying to predict what would happen instead of reacting to the market, so I didn't do it. But guess what? There's times where I have traded that way in the past, and that's how you learn. And then I've woke up to Sunday. I'm pretty sure Suave has too before, but I've woke up to a weekend swing and been up, and it's crazy, and we love the market open. But you have to realize that that's a gamble approach. That's not necessarily a trading plan approach. And the thing is, with trading, every trade is a gamble, every trade is a risk, but you need to mitigate risk. You need to make risk as small as possible. When you're getting breakouts, you need to put stop loss to break even. You need to secure pips. You need to do all these things that give you the best edge because that's what takes your gambling to trading. That's what takes your gambling to investing. Is when you use your edge in the market to scalp profit away. And your discipline protects your account, and your discipline makes sure that you stay profitable and that you're actually making money. The second that you throw the discipline out the window, the second that you stop listening to your rules, you're susceptible to just blowing your account and losing all your progress. And that's a gamble. And you could do that in trading, you could do that in college football, and you could do that at the casino, right? It doesn't matter. Whatever, you could do it anywhere. But that's the difference. Anyways, though, so with that being said, the way it rejected Friday, I knew we had strong close because of the wick on the 4 hour. So I knew trend was bullish. So I called this trade out. CJ called this trade out, and it just shot up. Now, the student like Edgar, who's not waiting for us to give him the trades anymore, got in at the 55 zone. And he already knew because he already understands once you have trend in your favor, that the trade should respect your strategy. And 9 times out of 10, Edgar's catching all those momentums and all those continuations, and he's being profitable with that strategy. Like it's working for him. The only time it's not working for him is if he's not respecting TSQ, and then he's starting to, let's say over leverage to make some money back or do this or do that. It has nothing to do with the strategy that will give you a loss, because if you take the loss, it should be a respectable size lot regardless, blah blah blah, whatever. It shouldn't ruin your whole account. With whatever layout we give you, even at the highest layout, you should at least before you ever blow an account, you should have a multiple series of trades that you can take Another thing you guys have to start understanding is when we give a buy at any given zone, you could split up the position however you want. If you want to risk 10 positions at 0.01 and you're only risking $10, cool. If you want to risk 1.1 and you're risking $10 right off the rip with 10 pips, cool. It doesn't matter, but you should not hit stop loss and continue to enter. If you hit stop loss on your trading view, the markup, the shit that CJ drew out today, if it would have hit stop loss and it would have went under and you're still trying to catch lower buys, that is a problem. You need to respect the trade and learn how to take a loss and walk away from it. That's all I got to say for you guys right now. But our trade, we can't even show you too much on the breakout because literally it skipped 500 pips. Now, most of our students who are new have seen it regular type of movement. They haven't necessarily seen a 500 pip skip today that they saw. I don't know how quick when Edgar got in. I don't know how quick it went to $200, but I tell you, it looked lovely. It looked like a crazy position,
bro, like
and
three
it
minutes.
is.
Like it was crazy, bro.
3 minutes. There you go. Live experience. That's crazy. We're already used to that. We know what it's like. We know what's possible. But Edgar's been learning everything, and this is why. This is why market open. We didn't send you guys out no sell signals. We didn't send you guys out no counter trend trades. Nothing but bullish bias momentum right now because the 4 hour respected it. If the 4 hour would have closed below Friday, then I would have told CJ when he sent out that buy, I would have told him to send the buy idea and the sell idea. But that's what I explained to Edgar. Since it wicked back up, that's a shift of momentum that lets me know that was a fake out. That
I
was just
agree.
to hit everyone's stop loss and to make people emotional.
From last week's call. I mean, look, if we look at the Sunday open call, this was Sunday open call from last week, and it just skipped too. Look at it. It did a
Yep.
skip, but not big of the skip that we're talking about right now. It skipped
Even that one was crazy.
and it just fucking shot up and it just kept going all the way up. Look at that. Another, what? That was another 800 pips. Yeah.
But look, we've only been calling buys.
Buys, buys. Look at that. Another buy. This one didn't even hit stop loss.
Trend, structure, quarter level. That's all you guys need.
See, guys. And then look at this one. Nope. Just shot up, man. So, like I said, Joe's talking it. He's spitting the game. You guys see it. We're in bullish momentum. I said it. Uptrend. We're in the ups. Right now, we're seeing that same consolidation that we just seen down here. Look at that. It's the same shit. Look,
Hmm.
the same thing. And it just is gonna. We're just waiting for the breakout. That's it. Just let's be patient. I'm sure there's gonna be another trade called out tonight. Stay live. If you have your live account, if you're already verified on NTW, make sure if you're not, get with us so we can help you. It's very easy. Very, very
Hey, does
easy.
Proby have any questions?
I'm not sure. I didn't see the chat. Is there questions in the chat? Probably you got
No,
questions?
I'm just asking because I know Proby's being a student right now. He's been locked in. Does he have anything he needs to ask?
I know he just
Anything?
withdrew. He just withdrew, so he's
Does
good.
anything not make sense to him all the way yet? Is there anything he's discovering?
Oh fuck. Oh no, Proby, you there? No, I think no sir. Yeah, he's good.
We got Uso Saint in here.
Uso, shout out to Uso, new
Shout
student
out
right
to
there.
Uso. He seen the call out too. The new student seen the call out right before the market opened, and it shot up. And all he knows right now, the new student, all he knows is green is good and red is bad, and that motherfucker took off.
Took
Like,
off, baby. Took off. So 500 pips, market open. I called the buy, man. Y'all seen we're the wizards over here, Splash Bros. This is how we do it. Look, y'all, we have about 10 minutes because I don't like to keep you guys on here too long. It's quick, it's easy. Look, TSQ, quarter levels. Make sure your chart looks like this, guys. Make sure your chart looks like this with the quarter levels 46.25, 46.50, 46.75. You know, each level is marked up. Whatever color, it doesn't have to be my color. Put whatever color you want. I don't care. Just make sure they're marked up so you understand, like, oh, this is what they're talking about. Like, now I have this 46.69 level. You see me mark it up while Joe was talking. That's going to be the golden zone. That's where we want. Look at that. And usually this shit happens while we're live on a fucking call. So we got about 15 more minutes. I don't doubt that this shit's gonna shoot up right now. We know that market is gonna be probably closed tomorrow. Don't get greedy yet. It hasn't hit the golden level. And again, we want to see a break, a hard break and close above that golden zone. So 46.69 right here. Easy money right here. Boom, break, retest, and then let's fucking go up. And it might even just on this next candle, it might even just fucking shoot. It might be a quick little pop pop, little quick one while in within that 5 minute candle. So it might be like 1 minute, but within that 1 minute candle, it's probably like 30 seconds that it's gonna happen. But we want to see a hard breaking close above this. I'll send it out in the chat right now, just so you guys understand this is what we want to see. We're in bullish momentum, guys. Joe called it out, confirmed it. Like we already called out one trade. Should have hit. If you hit TP, then you're good. Only private Discord got that one. So that's going to be in the private chat right there. If you're in XAU USD, I think I need to add a couple people. Uso, I think I need to add you into the private chat. I'm not sure if you're in there. Yeah, let me make sure I add you right now and add friend. There we go. And once I have you, make sure you Gucci. Gucci. All right, let's go. So that's going to be in the chat right now. You can see it right now. It's like it's getting hungry. It's getting hungry for the buys. And this would probably be my TP would really be this and this. Let's not be greedy and try to go to that next quarter level if we're catching the buy at 46.69. Let's just be easy with it. 100 pips is going to be at 46 right here, 46.79 right there, okay? Something slight. That's 100 pips. 150. Who knows
You say you
150?
got Danny right there?
Yeah, I got Danny right here. Yes, sir.
What's up, Danny? What can you say on the call to all the new students and
Here, I'll let him
what
get
you
on the camera.
understand
What you
and
like?
how you've been able to take advantage of
What
what
up,
we're
Joe?
teaching?
What up,
What up, bro?
everybody? Damn, yeah, it's kind of crazy being on the call by myself. I don't do this, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Nah, it's cool though. I just haven't been locked in though, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I haven't really been.
Hey, what's up? What's
What
up,
up,
bro?
Edgar? What up? What up? Nah, I haven't been locked in to be honest, but I've been trying to just pay attention to everything. That's why I pull up and everything. But yeah, it's just
Yeah,
honestly.
but I mean, you got a whole bunch of success with catching
Yeah,
TSQ entries. I
yeah,
know a lot of your entries are copy and paste,
yeah.
but I know from the time you started and where it was all Chinese for you to where you're at now, how
Honestly.
close do you feel to not even needing us to get into a trade?
Honestly, the big thing is just marking up these quarter levels. Like honestly, I would that's the biggest thing. Like you go that's the first thing you should do is like go to your trading view, mark up that the quarter levels. It's a little bit of work, but you still gotta just it's a little, it'll take like 5, 10 minutes. But nah, that's the big thing. You just need to mark up the quarter levels and then when it's just dancing in between, I just noticed that that's consolidation. So it's just chilling. You don't really want to, mess with it. Prices aren't going too crazy. But and then when you see like these white lines and these like
Golden zones and
yeah,
golden
golden
zones.
zones. And then when you see it like dancing around there, you kind of just assume it's gonna shoot up. And then like just the quarter levels is a big thing, honestly. That's all I gotta say is the quarter
Yeah.
level. Like that's what's helping me out, to be honest.
That's what's up. Well, I'm glad you're able to look at gold and see the quarter levels and now somewhat understand. Right now, I know you said you haven't all the way locked in, but I know if you've copied and pasted a
Yeah.
bunch, so I know for you it's just right around the corner into where you feel as confident as Edgar. Just specifically for this call, Edgar, can you let them know when did you kind of experience the switch over from waiting on us for every trade to you just been sending them in yourself? Do we got Edgar?
He might be working, brother. He might be on the call, might not be on the call. He's working.
Mm. What about Pablo?
Pablo's in there. He just made some TP today. Pablo, you ain't here, brother?
Pablo, turn on your mic, bro.
Yeah,
Pablo.
bro, I'm in here. My bad.
I'm just fucking with you. What about you, Pablo? The same thing I asked Edgar. Where and Danny, where are you at with using the quarter levels to your advantage right now?
I think a lot of it is just patience, to be honest. Sometimes you gotta mark it up, and then you just gotta wait till for the retest. I
Okay,
think
but how are you feeling when you see it move in the direction? I know now, you know, what you're like a month and a half in or something. You see it move past the quarter level. Are you telling yourself, damn, I wish I would have looked at the market at 5 a.m. today? Are you telling yourself, damn, I wish I wouldn't have did this? I would have paid attention at market open at 4 p.m. today. I missed the TSQ move. Are you starting to see the things you're missing out on? And then are you starting to also mark up and see it play out the way you wanted to play out?
yeah, I have like I've been sending CJ too, like my markups too, and
Mhm.
how they've been like going up.
Okay, that's fire, bro. You need to send that to the chat so that way everyone else can see it too. They could critique you, and that it just brings more value. You know what I mean? The other people, sometimes if you were to send a random markup in there, I know you're learning from us, so that sometimes that's enough for me to get in an entry, and win, lose or draw, I'm gonna get in. But there's been times where you guys are sending things into the chat, and I'll enter, and it's winning. You know what I mean? And that's more likely than not, that's happening more often than not. So that's the importance of sending what you guys are learning with your markups and whatever else you guys find. I seen Edgar was mentioning something about Bitcoin earlier. Just keep participating in the chat because it brings value to what's going on in the world. And you guys are now learning how you could take advantage of that. This is for a lot of you guys, this is two less than 3 months in, 90 days. You guys are not gonna be able yet to take full advantage. But guess what? Now that you're paying attention and you're on notice, this first you guys need to do a year. But guess what? This is a cool year because you guys get to see presidency, you guys get to see tariffs, you guys get to see all these things and how they're affecting gold. And guess what? When that next 4 year term comes, when the next recession, when the next tariffs or anything starts happening with news, you guys will now know, hey, when the world's uncertain, people buy gold and we can expect it to go up. So you guys got to think long term with this shit. It might make you 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever in the next years to come. But eventually, once you have capital, that's how people are making life changing money, catching crazy positions. Our mentor, what last year our mentor caught a $400,000 trade just off of being prepared. Didn't do shit the last 2 years or a year and a half, really anything close to that measure. But when the time came, he took full advantage of it. Okay, and that's what it is. It's positioning yourself. And so, yes, you guys are learning how to make money here and there. People are scalping. Edgar had a $200 day. That's cool. It's not about that, though. It's about once you're really aware and you know how to take advantage, Edgar's $200 day next year is going to be a $20,000 day when he knows how to apply himself. Because the things he's doing now is, yeah, it's false confidence. It's confidence, but it's false confidence. So, with that being said, when it's next year, it's not going to be false confidence. It's not going to have his heart racing. He's going to be ready. He's going to be ready to pull the trigger and he's going to only reap the benefits from it. So that's what you guys got to realize, that you guys are learning this today, but it's to prepare yourself for a couple years. Because, for example, last year or whatever, when I first started in crypto, I couldn't take advantage of too many crypto moves. But then last year, when Dogecoin dipped to 18 cents, I got in heavy with a hefty position, and that motherfucker shot up to 40 something cents and I was able to double up and pull out 8 grand. I think I put in like 3,800. I pulled out 8 grand, and I remember just feeling like, oh, I understand it now because I went in with close to 4K, but guess what? I could have dropped 14K that day and made 60, 70 something bands or whatever, made or it would have came out closer. My bad. It would have came out closer to 30K. I could have made 30K off a wake up. That was literally 8 hours that trade. I think that trade took place was either 8 hours or like 24 hours that trade took place, and it wasn't a leverage trade. It was just a position in crypto, and it just went crazy. I had the courage to drop 4K on it, but I didn't have enough confidence to drop my all my bag on it. But guess what? With those type of plays, that's where every year and the experiences you guys are gaining, eventually you'll be able to take advantage and drop your nuts on these trades. And that's what you got to understand what you're building for. It's not necessarily for the $200 today, but for the 2K, 20K, 200K in your future. Okay, and I don't say that trying to be motivational or throw out big numbers, but that's just the reality of it. Is what you're doing today at these small numbers is so that way you can multiply, because now you guys, if you guys are winning, now you guys understand how a trade differentiates from a point zero one to a fucking 0.100 or 1.0. But that's all I got for you guys. I just want you guys to realize using the quarter levels is gonna make it to where you guys could take full advantage of the gold markets for years to come. As long as rules and regulations don't say we can't trade, or it doesn't become a problem where it's too overwhelming, or it just doesn't make sense to trade anymore because of taxes or this or that, then we're gonna be good forever, and we'll be able to take advantage. And all you need is the quarter levels discipline, and your ability to recognize support on a smaller time frame, and you guys are going to be Gucci. That's all I got, Suave. And then I'm gonna do a call right now in a bit.
All right,
If
bet.
anyone wants to hop on YouTube, I'm gonna do a call for the onboarding process, but that'll just be for new students.
Let's get it, man. It's your boy Suave Flex. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. You guys already see the fucking call out. You guys already see what it is. It's in the chat. Check it out, man. Much love to everybody. I'm gonna throw my favorite one on. Let's get it.
Hey, 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 look. I gotta thank God, without bro, I wouldn't be. I started with a half, now I keep a couple pieces. Proper preparation prevents